Japan, I believe we are going to be opening 3 swords. By the way, I just posted, I think, 3, 4 new Japanese Nihonto on our website, and I think one of them sold pretty quickly. So, but anyway, if you're interested in actually getting a real, authentic Japanese sword, do go to our website, RVAKatana.com. There is a section for authentic Japanese swords. We generally only have antiques. We don't really deal in Shinshinto. That is the new swords. Not really my thing. Or not Shinshinto, but Shinsakuto, which are newly made swords. We don't generally have modern swords. We generally go for anything that's at least Edo, if not older. Anyway, I'm gonna finish opening in a minute. I'm just gonna wait for a few more people to come in. And once I've done opening this, I'm very happy to give you a tour of the shop. Hey, Joe Story. Hello, Gavin Stewart. Hey, Cook. Big Chungus. Hey, Steve. Great to guys have you here. Great to have you guys here is what I'm trying to say, but not getting it out right. If you could do me a big favor, if you're on TikTok, hit the screen a few times, give me a few likes. Hello. Let's see, who is that? Hello, Gilme. Okay. Samurai Jade, doing great. Thank you. Hope you're doing great too. And once again, we are going to be unboxing in the near future. Well, in the next few minutes or so. Just going to wait for a few more people to come. I guess I'll start taking out some of the packing material. Here is one of them here. Always interesting to see. Looks like it's mostly small stuff today. I think we had to replenish a lot of our wakizashi and tanto, and I kind of went overboard with that. What is this? Oh, let's see. These are the what you call them? Wow, there are a lot in here. A lot of the what do you call them? We tend to lose these. It's really hard to keep track of it, but these are the registration forms that you need if you're to own a sword in Japan. Top or bottom? Huh? I wonder what you're talking about. Ha ha ha. Okay. Wow. Okay. Lots of stuff in here. Lots of stuff in here. Okay, so we're gonna start with this one. And this feels, well, I don't know what it feels like. No, it is in Koshirai, it's in battle mounts. Let's see what we have here. This is an Aikuchi, so it does not have a tsuba. So this is Aikuchi style. And it is a Yoroi doshi, so it has a pretty thick spine compared to the rest of the sword. These were used to penetrate in between the gaps in armor. So this is sword number 1, Yoroi doshi. I believe it is Edo period, but I don't remember. I need to go back and look at all the details when I get back home and take pictures of a lot of these swords. I have so many pictures to take, so many swords to take pictures of. I'm going to wrap this around. So we try to keep the photocopies of the registration papers, but once again, it's really hard to keep track of them all. We do keep the kanteisho. The kanteisho are basically the certificates that say that identify the sword. This one says it's a Matsushiro. Oh, look at the sword bag. It's a really pretty sword bag. Yeah, Predex, we're just unboxing a lot of Nihonto. I think it's all Tanto today. Tanto and Wakizashi. We just needed to replenish some of these guys. Oh, check this one out. This one has a really kozuka on it. So this one has a kozuka. And a kogai. This is a pretty small kogai as well. I've been seeing more of these. You can see this one. This is a really tiny little kogai. This is the grooming tool that some people will call them. Oh, this is also a Yoroi doshi. Oh no, this is a kamuri otoshi. Kamuri otoshi means that it's hirasukuri here, that it's flat, no ridge line, and then it thins out to here. And so, yeah, but it is really heavy and thick. So this might be, yeah, I'm not even sure what to make of it. But it's pretty much a kamuri otoshi. Otoshi, yeah. Kamuri means a crown. Otoshi means to fall. Bobby Lee's vegetarian brother. Sure. I have no idea who Bobby Lee is, but nothing wrong with being vegetarian if you want to be a vegetarian. Let's see. That's what she said. Okay. Favorite katana, not even sure. Do you ever forget the Japanese term for something and just say gibberish? We would never know. You know, hey, that might be a good idea. I could do that, couldn't I? All right. Moving right along. Everything is nice and wrapped up, all put together. Another Aikuchi. I'm not sure if this is a Wakizashi. Oh, wow. It's a big buff guy. So this is like this is a Wakizashi, but a short Wakizashi. Lots of thick, heavy shafts in that room. Yeah, you know it. Compensating. Your live broadcast is very exciting. Can you join our team? Not sure who your team is, but whatever. Oh, this is a pretty cool sword bag as well. It has like cranes on it. So we're going to end up with lots of antique Nihonto to take pictures of. I really hate taking pictures of them. They're a really pain in the butt. Fake live stream. Okay, whatever you say. Let's see. Is that one on your website? No, I just unboxed them, so nothing is on the website. Michonne's Katana, we have two versions. One is a 65mm spring steel version, which is $200. And then we have S5 shock steel for $775. How is that Wakizashi? That Wakizashi is very thick and heavy, Joe. I'm jealous your shaft is so thin. Oh, you guys are just so funny. New phone. Nope, same phone as before. Just digging up swords left and right as we go. So this is my contact in Japan. He helps me acquire lots of things. Ooh, check out this sword bag. Really pretty sword bag. And got to untie these. Definitely advanced AI responding to all your dumb comments. Isn't that the truth, Aboxy? How old, John? I don't actually remember how old these things are. This one has a tsuba in it somewhere. When he wraps it like this, it means there's a tsuba, so I gotta find it. Another Tanto here. And once again, we're gonna add all of this to our website, you know, as we go along. Please show your largest sword. I'll show it after I'm done unboxing. Camera makes the background look like wallpaper. Huh, okay. You got any more Moritaka Legends XLs? David, Legend XLs are coming in the near future. They are done. We're just waiting for them to ship. And when they ship, they are shipping via Gmail. A Japanese girl giggled at your katana. Must have been really short. I don't want to be the smartest person in the room right now, but those are swords. They're just your imagination. There are no swords. Are you in West Taiwan? Western Taiwan? No. Like Penghu? No. What advice would you give to someone wanting to buy one? Visit our website, rvakatana.com is what my advice would be. They are steel. Website is rva-katana.com. And once again, I will show stuff around the shop later. Lots of little tsuba here that need to go with things, but if you just made a real... Wow, he packed that really nicely. This is the last one that I'm unboxing for the day. What is the short sword used by Miyamoto Musashi? It was a Wakizashi. Yes, these are all antiques we're unboxing, Steve. What are you showing right now? Showing antique swords. We just got these in from Japan. Can you slice coconuts? Those are tough. Coconuts are always very hard to do anything with. I remember when I trained Kung Fu, and for a long time they used to talk about how breaking a coconut was this one Chinese systems test for how good your skill was. But at that time they didn't actually have coconuts. They didn't have access to coconuts in North China. Check out that kozuka. This kozuka has a really nice a seashell theme to it. Pretty there. Oh, it's raining outside. I need one possessed by the spirit of a demon. I would prefer not to have that. So this is probably a Wakizashi more than a Tanto. But once again, we're going to put all these on. We'll show them again. Love your shop. Thank you, Max Bong. Max Bong, great name. Who's screaming? It's one of my hostages out there. A martial arts store in Richmond, Virginia. Yeah. He didn't need to know. What's the cost? All of these things are probably like 500 to 1,000, maybe a couple that are a little more. We do have Anim Katana. In fact, I can show them now. I think we're done unboxing. I just wanted to show all these new Wakizashi. And once again, we just listed several Wakizashi. But we'll come and show you. I'll show you some Anim Katana. And yes, they're almost all real swords. We also have some wooden ones, but these are all real swords. You can see the Demon Slayer ones right over here. Bark for me. Pass. I'm looking for one Sasuke carries from Naruto. Well, I'm in the right place. We have two versions of this. This is a 1045 steel version, so it's like it's functional, but we also have a high functioning one made of SUP 12. What is the cost of the black wakizashi going to be? I don't know, Cook. I have to double check. Just tell me which one. Send me a message and I will look into it. Can we see the lotus seed, please? And how much are you asking? The lotus seed, Gavin Stewart, I don't know right off the top of my head. Actually, I guess the price tag will be on it. So the lotus seed, oops, I have this backwards. So let me turn this around. Turn it around. I lined these up incorrectly. And here is the Lotus Seed Katana. The Lotus Seed Katana is $725. It is a really pretty tsuba. I like this tsuba quite a bit. Are katanas good for self-defense in the hood? Probably not. What about Ninjato? We do have them. Yeah, they got guns in the hood, exactly. So wakizashi is drawn while you're closer to the enemy? Yes. How much would 3 Zoro swords? We actually have a Zoro sword special, and it is $400 for all 3. Go to our website, rvakatana.com, and look up Zoro or One Piece, and you'll see it there. Would be the best sword against a skibidi toilet. Oh, you're too funny. Any CPM 3V swords? We actually have one, but it's actually used. We are getting more from Cloudhammer in the near future. I'm about to go South Chicago and become Afro Samurai. Any sword recommendations? How about the Afro Samurai sword? Here's Afro Samurai sword up there, that big, deeply curved one. That is Afro Samurai. Let's see. The Lotus Seed has a pretty nice polish. It's a 3-shade polish. Ichigo sword we do have. Look at the curve on this one. This is the Afro Samurai sword. Can they survive a sword fight? I think that really depends on how good of a sword fighter you are and what kind of sword the other person's using. We do have the Shusui sword. Shusui sword is actually like right here in front of us. Shusui. These are quote-unquote battle ready. They are full tang and sharp. Lotus Seed is so epic. Discount it more so my wife won't kill me. Bark for you. Why am I supposed to bark for you? I'm not going to bark for you. Ni hao. Okay. Yoshimitsu we don't have. Most of the Anime Katana are $150. Most of them are $150. I wanted to get a Kokushibo sword, but my mom said no, even though I would be paying. Well, you got to listen to mom if you live with mom. Website is rva-katana.com. We do have historical swords. Largest swords over here. Those are Odachi and Nodachi right there. Do you have Hajada Ontachi? Never heard of it. I barked for him, okay? Did you need the ni hao? I did not finish. Did you react to it? No, I just said ni hao. I didn't add the last part. That's very uncool. We don't like people writing that stuff. Joe, we're going live tomorrow. We probably won't be unboxing. The one behind you with the orange scabbard and green handle wrap. I'm not even sure which one that is. Ichigo sword. White Odachi we don't have. Ichigo Zangetsu right over here. I just learned yesterday that apparently Ichigo has a mirror image like guy, and we have both versions. The most authentic samurai sword you have. We have some authentic samurai swords. Most expensive piece is an authentic samurai sword for $8,500. Yes, these are real against a rolled tatami mat, totally fine. Lord of the Rings swords, we have one which is like a replica of Sting. It's called the Halfling sword from Cass Siberia. Yes, it is sharp. How about Odachi Norimitsu? We don't have. Here are the authentic samurai swords over here. We have swords that are anywhere between 150 and 1,000 years old. Sorry, 800 years old. In this case over here. Oni Damascus for the Hanzo-inspired sword, yeah. No Shoshin swords. We do have Tanjiro swords. Do you guys have any Tachi? We do have Tachi. Visit our website, rvakatana.com, but you can see the Tachi over here. Let's see. Tanto over here on this wall, the great wall of Tanto. Lots of Tanto. Your name, Brooklyn? SX105V Tachi there is at your home. Which one, Joe? We do have some SX105V Tachi here. Middle Eastern swords we don't have currently. I have cut myself. Rukia from Bleach is down here. Rukia from Bleach. Talk more about authentic. Like, what do you want to know? Open an Odachi. I guess you mean draw an Odachi. 800 for sale, yes. Visit our website, rvakatana.com. The Smith school is called Ko Uda. Ko meaning old, Uda, cold Uda, old Uda. Here is one of our very long Odachi. This one is a 38-inch blade length. We also have 35-inch blade lengths. Soon we'll have 47-inch blade lengths. The long 80-centimeter large sortie. Joe, that is probably, I'm not sure if this is SX105V or W2. So this is the only large sortie, large sortie sword we have. This one's W2, Joe. I don't think we have it in SX105V. I will check, but I don't think we have any big sortie tachi in SX105V at the current moment. Most cost-efficient blade available. The least expensive is the white skull, also the gold plum, but we're currently out of it. Those long wide blades that people called komejuku use. I'm not familiar with komejuku, so I couldn't tell you. I'm really not an anime person. Yeah, I can't think of any SX105V swords with a hamon that we have right now, with a deep sortie. Sakabato for Rurouni Kenshin, we do. Would you recommend using a katana under the influence of medicine? No, definitely not. Do you have, Sakabato from Rurouni Kenshin? Yeah, I'll show it to you here. Sakabato. That's beautiful. I saw one of your posts with it. Joe, send me a message with a picture. Bamboo themed blades, yes we do. Silver dragon, okay. What type of katana does the Japanese samurai? I assume there's more to that sentence. Yamato Odachi version. I'll show that in a minute. Just remind me. Here is bamboo from Cloudhammer. We actually have several bamboo themed ones. This is SX105V. Yamato Odachi I will show here. Yamato Odachi. Opinion on folded 1095. They're pretty, but really, yeah. Is that similar to S5? SX105V, no. SX105V is better at edge retention than S5, but it's not as tough. Do you do special study to know all of that? I just got used to it. Weirdest looking katana, hard to say. Iron bamboo is nice. Thank you, Gavin. I think so too. Here is, check out the Law Odachi, for those of you who like Trafalgar Law. What would 150 get you? You get a lot of anime swords, or look for Dragonspring on our website. Dragonspring, we have a lot of katana under 150. Highlander TV show, we don't have anything like that. Weird question, but would you say that the toughest blade, but also the one you feel is least bad about potentially breaking, damaging? Probably an S5 shock steel sword. Probably the Kodachi. Oldest sword is over in this case right over here. This one right here is our oldest. It's 700 years old. It goes inside those fittings right over there. Strongest sword is S5. The most folded. They're all folded about 8 or 9 times for about 1,000 layers. Please show your gen swords. We can do that. Is your wakizashi green naginata naoshi T10 clay tempered used for harder or soft targets? It can do both. We've cut both bamboo, here Chinese swords by the way, we cut both bamboo and mats with them. Cloudhammer has so many steels, it's so hard to decide. I mean, it really depends on what you're looking to do with it, Gavin. So S5 if you want to abuse, SX105V if you're looking for best edge retention. So 51 CRV4 if you're looking for a tough but not super tough sword on a budget. Used for self-defense and not looks. That's what most of these swords are. The old ones are definitely handmade. We don't do cash on delivery. We'd be crazy. Any cleavers? No. Can you tell a real blade? You have to, if you have them in hand, you can oftentimes tell just from the durability. Just from a picture, it's hard to tell. Some of them, yes. Custom one, depends on what you're looking for. Expensive sword we have here is 8,500 for an antique, a 350-year-old sword. How would you attach a katana to a motorcycle? Wow, I don't know. Let's see. Yumichika sword, never heard of it. Any historical style swords from Roman times? We do have gladius. the Gants, the mains. Sorry, this is right here. That is the Gladius. Any L6? Yes, we do have a few L6 swords. We do sell tatami when we have stock. We currently don't have any except for our own cutting. Oh, the 8000 is hard to get to. It's in a display case. Can I get a custom katana if I come to your shop? We can help arrange it. We did show a reverse blade earlier. Do you have katanas that you can dial wield? Yes. Do you have any Minasakas? No, we don't. Minasaka is some nice stuff. We have a few people who work here who have Minasaka. Do you ever have S105V shock steel Tanto Wakizashi? Nicest sword I currently have is a D2 steel machete. SX105V is not shock steel, it's a tool steel. Example of L6. So here's the thing. When you say L6, a lot of people are thinking about Howard Clark's L6, made of lower bainite. These are upper bainite, so they're not nearly as tough as Howard Clark swords. Really beautiful polish on them, though. Kusarigama, we don't have. Edo period swords, we do have. M-Tech, never heard of them. Favorite sword in all those that you sell? Hard to say, it changes all the time. So there's an L6. This is my favorite L6. This is called the Azure Spring Sky. If you go to our website, rvakatana.com, and look up L6, you'll see all our L6 solutions of swords. How much is it? All our L6 are in the $350 range. How did you obtain your oldest sword? I got it from an auction. History? Hard to say. I mean, there's so many old swords. Nodachi, we do have. Ichigo's Bankai, I showed earlier. We do have them, though. 1.5 shaku uchi katana. If it's 1.5 shaku, it doesn't count as an uchi katana. 1.5 shaku would be considered a wakizashi. Have you worn that armor in the corner? I have not, but Scott has. The steel you mentioned earlier being tough. S5. It's S5 shock steel. S5 is going to be a lot tougher than D2. D2 has excellent edge retention, but at longer lengths, it's very easy to shatter. Let's see. The armor is not old. It's brand new. How big is my personal collection? I don't really have one. Shikomizue, we do have. Over here. Here's the Shikomizue in that rack. We have them. Here's actually one of our favorites. This one's black, a black Shikomizue. How cool is this? For the Odachi, what is the longest you have? Longest we can have. The longest we about 47 inches. The longest we have here right now is 39 inches. We do have Zoro swords. Zoro swords are right here. Go to our website, rvakatana.com, and you can see our entire stock. We're based out of Richmond, Virginia, so anything in the United States we can ship, we'll usually get to you pretty quickly. Most expensive thing in the whole shop is an antique sword for $8,500. Hello, Jesse. Samurai Champloo Mugen sword. Yeah, we'll get it. We actually have an order out for them, but it'll take a while. Yeah, we just do swords. 8,500 is our least expensive. I am an armature bladesmith and a big time nerd. Anything you recommend I make? Biggest difference between a Shikomizue and a Ninja Star? They're completely different weapons. Let's see. Can you tell me about the Dragonspring Katana? So we have several brands. Dragonspring has several models, and they're pretty much our budget line. They start at $75 and go up to about $200, $250. Though they do have some higher end stuff too. But basically, what we sell these on consignment. They own the swords, and we just sell them for them. So here we are. Here, for example, is a black samurai wakizashi. And the katana version of this is $80. We sell this one for $80. Ship to Quebec, yes, we can. Do you have the Twilight Tide? We don't have it in stock. We're waiting to get some back from Cloudhammer. Where can I get a naginata? I'm not sure actually. Washing these is very relaxing. Well, doing it is not relaxing. Beautiful is all relative. Practical Plus for target cutting. Practical Plus is a mean sword. It's a pretty tough sword. How many swords do we have? We have about 600 different types of swords, about 800 total swords here, plus a lot more in storage. Are there swords made of ore like they used to make? Yes, we do have some modern Tamahagane swords. Did I hear something about you having a Yari blade mounted with a Tanto? Yes, somebody bought it actually. Shuriken's done somebody already bought it. We mentioned it and bought it. Have you seen Obunaga Samurai before? I've seen the movies about him. Can I see the Phoenix Arms Golden Bamboo Tanto? Golden Bamboo Tanto. Let's see if I can figure out which one that is. Maybe it's this one. This one looks like it. Is this it? The Golden Bamboo? I'm not sure if this is the Golden Bamboo Tanto. Look at the Dragon Horimono on this. Oh, and Shoba's Goody. Pretty cool. Pretty cool looking there. Golden Bamboo Tanto. Oh, unless you mean this guy. It's not really a Tanto. It's just a Chinese style short sword. Greetings from Germany. What sword used to be by ninjas? We have lots of swords that date back to samurai times right there behind me. Can you see without my spectacles? No, I definitely need glasses. None of the swords are stainless. Correct. Cook. Oh yeah, Cook spoke. Cook knows what he's talking about. Basically, if Cook, Spider, Eyes 72, Sheridan, Kratos, Rehu, if they comment, they are usually correct about things. We are getting some titanium coated swords. Let's see. Why do you do these lives? In a respectful way of asking. To try to sell swords. People come in, they want to see swords, and we're happy to show them. Ninja used the same swords as samurai because they tended to be samurai. Ain't that the truth? Mats, we sell them for 10 when we have them. Hey, Theronfris. It's night here, but... Jill. Is Jill in the house? I missed her. Are the antique swords more durable? No, not at all. Antique swords are using a pre-modern technology. Modern-day industrial steels are much tougher. Swords are titanium? No. How old was I when I started collecting? I was already almost 50 years old, probably in my late 40s, when I actually have money. Titanium-coated swords, a lot of people are doing titanium-coated swords now. It doesn't actually make the sword any tougher. It just keeps it from rusting. The Baika Tanto. Baika Tanto is a really pretty sword. Here's the Baika Tanto. It's a very pretty sword. I like it a lot. It's very, very old school quality. Christian Nodachi. I wish we could pull that off, but the group that does, it's only one person that does the Christian Tsuba, and they don't do that. Aren't you in my mid-40s? No, gosh, no. Swords make people look young. No, I'm early 50s, soon to be mid-50s. The Vortex is excellent for, yes, Vortex is an excellent starter sword. Oh, is it Ryan Voshell in the house? It definitely isn't Ryan Kainmara Ryan, because I just saw him earlier. That is actually physically here. This Tanto is expensive at $650. It's one of our most expensive ones. Difference between $100 and $300 swords is basically the steel is the big one. Yeah, this is called the Baika Tanto, made by Dragon King. This is a very classic Tanto shape. Like a lot of the Tanto you get out of Longshan right now are looking a little bit more like Yoroidoshi. I heard that a patent for Damascus titanium expired. Huh. Is there any quality about the antique ones that are actually better than newer ones? They're prettier, much prettier, significantly prettier. Cool, Ryan. Is Dragonspring durable and sharp? They are definitely sharp. Durable depends on the durability. I thought for sure you were in the early 40s. Why, thank you. But no, I'm early 50s. I'm going bald. Ever since I caught COVID earlier this year, my hair is falling out like crazy. It's driving me nuts. We do have some golden katana. This is called Baika, B-A-I-K-A, Baika. No, I have a Cambodian sword at home. I don't have one here. Do you ever take out one of your antique ones to show on live? Very rarely. They're kind of hard. It's in a case, and the access to the case is back here, so I have to pull the thing out. It just takes too much time. Maybe one of these days we'll do a purely antique show of our, here. Oftentimes when we clean them and oil them, we'll show them all off. Ishi Yamaryu Batojitsu. I've heard of it. Yeah, no Hanzo. Blue Dragon Tanto. I'm not sure which one that is. We have lots of Tanto. Unless it's this one. Here's a Blue Dragon Tanto. Is this one you're talking about? This is like, I think 150. So this is a pretty good deal. So check out that Blue Dragon Tanto for 150. Go to our website, rvakatana.com. Extra wide Tanto. Dave, are you talking about the antique? That one's at my house. Be cool if Silver Dragon's Head had a Tanto. Right now, we don't even have the Wakizashi. Sold out. Oh, one of the things with the Tanto is that the image is too big, so they couldn't make a Tanto. I asked. I can use Shikomizue for walking. Not really. I don't have a wide Tanto in shop, I don't think. Oh, you're talking about the thick Tanto. So these are kind of similar to what you would see, David. So this one, they're pretty thick along the base. Stupid question because I know Samurai only wore 2 swords, but is it possible to wear all 3 Katana, Wakizashi, and Tanto? Yes. The Tanto would usually go into your back hip here. Wakizashi, Katana, Tanto. Or sometimes some people would put Tanto on their back or on this side. The red one behind me, there are several red ones behind me. But this one's actually a cool one if you're talking about this one. Check out this guy. I love this Tsuba. I love the look of this one here. Saya shapes. I told my fiance I want one of your swords. Thank you, Ryan Stanley. The Tanto a customer returned because it was too big in their hands. Oh, so that is actually a Wakizashi. And I'll show you that one, David. This is the exact one he returned. It's a big, wide sword. Osaraku blade. You can see the Yokote line is here. This is the one he returned. It's very, very big. Are wide blade katana historically accurate? There are some. I've seen them as wide as about 38 millimeters. Katana is made from steel, so why does it get rusty? That's exactly why it gets rusty. Ginunting? Not sure what that is. I mean, you bought that monster. I'm sure you must have known how large it was. Yeah. I'm making a clay tempered sword at the moment. That's pretty cool, Dean. Teen cool. I don't make them. We import them. Carbon steel rusts much easier than stainless. That's definitely the case. Katana is made from... Oh, okay. How much for the Wakizashi? These Wakizashi are $475 if they don't have a horimono. They are $575 if they do have a horimono. In fact, we have videos of us cutting with these, David. I thought this one had a horimono on it, but it doesn't. So we have this currently in red and black and blue. Bashing it all around. I think this is the one with the horimono. Yeah. Here's the one with the horimono. What would you recommend traditional looking katana tsuba? The Musashi is pretty classic. There are a lot of classic ones. Where can I get them? Visit our website, rvakatana.com. Can it cut through mental? Probably not. Would you say practicing swordsmanship like you do in other vids is a good source of fitness? I don't know if it's good for fitness. I mean, it's not like one where you're getting a lot of cardio, unless you're actually doing kendo or something where you're fighting or sparring. What are the horse head swords at the bottom of the rack? Horse head swords. Oh, these are Mongolian swords, and I believe they're tiger head. That's a tiger head sword. These are Mongolian swords. We do have a horse head one right over here. So here's a horse head one. Really pretty 8-sided Damascus blade. Surprised this one has not sold. We got lots of dragon designs. Do you have any Mongolian S5 shock steel? We do not. Why are some swords stored smiley up and others down? Chinese Dao are stored edge down, Tachi are edge down, Katana are edge up. Best way to sharpen a sword. Really depends on what you're trying to do. Who's winning, Zoro? You or Zoro? Zoro. Definitely Zoro. What are you talking about? Most expensive is in that case at the bottom. It's $8,500 sword. We also have a few on sale in my house that are like more than that. Can you get engraved blade of the sword? Does that affect its ability to cut? Not really. Efutachi, I don't have any true Efutachi. We have a lot of Kazaridachi here. My face up close. You can see these are the Kazaridachi. They look like Efutachi, but they're not exactly like Efutachi. Everything in here is listed for sale. Everything in this room is listed for sale. Shogun sword, yeah. We actually have Toranaga's Tachi over here somewhere. Let's see if I can find it. Here's our version of Toranaga's Tachi. We cut with this the other day. Our tribal chairman is half Japanese. Cool. Do you guys use suede as an Ito material? We do have some with suede. We can get it done with certain suede colors. I'm Native American, RVA Katana. Cool. I'm watching a Banshee right now, which has some Native American representation. So Ryan, do you prefer Indian or Native American? Just asking. No dachi komisue or a halberd. We don't have any halberds, but we definitely have other ones. Is Dragonspring full tang? Yes. We do have movie katana. The website address is rva-katana.com. rva-katana.com. Custom design made from scratch. We don't really do that. What's the sheath made out of usually? Usually it's lacquered wood. Mongol or Chinese sabers? We do. Hey, official Saracen, long time no see. We do have a lot of them. Sorry to repeat my question, but ask, Mongolian blades are the toughest and that you feel, so we only have one version of Mongolian swords and they're pattern welded steel. So we don't really have a lot of them. Here are our sabers, Chinese sabers. We have a lot of them. I prefer what you're comfortable with. Our people transcend the terms Native American and Indigenous, which is modern. I've just heard that you're more likely to hear Indian closer to an Indian reservation, but I try to be as respectful to people. I try to address them as they wish to be respected. Eito, never heard of it. Yeah, those sabers are cool. Yeah, I love these sabers. Check out these. We have a lot with metal guards. Super heavy too. Beautiful tachi. I mean, beautiful is relative. Really depends on what you're looking for. Check out the pattern weld on this one. We do have anime swords, lots of anime swords. Visit our website, rva-katana.com, and you will see our stock of anime swords. Where are you guys mainly based out of? We're based out of Richmond, Virginia. Anime swords over here. Whew. Kenpachi sword. We don't have Kenpachi, but we do have bleach swords right on that rack over there. All right, I am tired. It's been a long day, so I'm going to shut this down. We'll go live again tomorrow, probably around 4 p.m. Eastern. You'll see us there, 4 p.m. Eastern. Damascus, 10 or 1060 stronger, better. It really depends on what steels are going into Damascus. All right, see you guys next time. Good night.